My name is Stephanie Campos. I am an astrologer, psychic medium, and witch, and this is your daily horoscope for Wednesday, April 5th, 2023. Around 9 a.m., Mercury in Taurus forms a sextile with Saturn in Pisces, and this gives us mental focus and the ability to communicate thoughtfully. Around 3 p.m., we have a little bit of an intense moment in the sky when the sun in Aries meets Chiron in Aries at the same point in the sky. This is what's known as a cazimi in astrology. When a planet or asteroid is in the heart of the sun, they're sharing the same seat. It becomes a little bit more powerful, and we'll notice its themes and energy more intensely. Now, Chiron is a wounded healer that holds the keys to our deepest pain, but also our potential to heal ourselves and others. So triggers, reactivity, all of the above may be coming up around this time. What makes this cazimi a little bit more intense is that it is in the middle of a full moon in Libra that's happening today. So around 9 o'clock at night, the moon in Libra will sit opposite in the sky from Chiron in Aries, illuminating those pains and triggers a little bit more intensely. Opposition aspects have the nature of Saturn, so think of distance, rejection, solitude, loneliness, responsibility, disappointment in some way. Tonight's full moon signature is all about our core wounds. Coming through in the sign of Libra, which is relationship oriented, our wounding and the pain that comes up for us may be in regards to one of our closest connections. That could be romantic, platonic, a business relationship that we have, or maybe even a friendship. The full moon perfects in the sky at 9:35 p.m. The sun in Aries will be sitting across the moon in Libra, and this is taking place at 16 degrees. If you are in Aries, Cancer, Libra, or Capricorn with any planets from 14 to 18 degrees, you will feel this full moon the strongest. As the full moon asks you to focus on your relationships, there may be a tug and war between your needs versus someone else, like your partner. You may also need to be spending more time communicating with your partner, listening to your partner, or tending to their needs in some way. Something dramatic could be going on in their life. Full moons offer a moment of culmination and a turning point. So there could be some shift or change within an important partnership in your life. Perhaps you're taking the next step, or perhaps you're deciding to move away from the relationship altogether. If love isn't top priority right now, you may be focusing on a business partnership or closing a deal. Taurus, the full moon in Libra takes place in your 6th house of daily routine, health, and habits. This is a really fabulous day to let go of limiting beliefs, old patterns, and behaviors that no longer serve you. Gemini, the full moon in Libra takes place in your 5th house of romance, creativity, children, play, and pleasure. This is a fabulous time to connect with your inner child and do some inner teen work or healing. This is a flirty aspect and a romantic aspect. So if you're in a situationship, it may come to a halt, or you may decide to make it official. The 5th house is all about pleasure and sometimes overindulgences and vices. So just keep that in mind as you go throughout your day. Overall, there's an added desire to just let loose and have fun. Cancer, the full moon in Libra moves through your 4th house of home, family, and foundations, illuminating a core wound either in your reputation, your public image, or the expectations that others have of you. There's a push and pull between your public and private life, and this can feel extra amplified under this full moon. Changes in your living situation or learning new information about family members can also take place today. A major life milestone may also be unfolding around this time. Leo, words hurt a little bit more today under this full moon in Libra as it moves through your 3rd house of communication and self-expression. You may be feeling more vulnerable and sharing another side of yourself with the world, or someone might hurt your feelings. Important conversations and discussions take place, and a turning point or a shift of perspective may arrive. Virgo, this full moon in Libra has you focusing on your finances. You might be making a big purchase, clearing up some debt, or indulging in some way. This could mark a change in your career or work. Perhaps you've taken on a new project or been offered a promotion in some way. Libra, the full moon is in your sign. This is an incredibly sensitive transit, and this only happens once a year. This is the last full moon that's taking place in your sign that won't be an eclipse until 2025. So really pay attention, because you're going to start to see the underpinnings and the echoes of what eclipse season will hold for you. Dramatic shifts within partnerships and close collaborations can take place. You might feel the desire to assert yourself in a new way or switch up your appearance. This is major makeover vibes. This is a release and a shedding of an old skin so you can show up fully and authentically. The full moon in Libra moves through your 12th house of solitude, closure, and rest. If you have been overworking it, this full moon is saying, stop it right now. This is helping no one. You might be sorting through some grief or closing out a cycle. So take time for yourself as needed to care for your physical, mental, and spiritual needs. Aquarius, there's a big shift in your community under this full moon. The moon moves through your 11th house of friendships, social circles, and your hopes and dreams for the future. One of your hopes and dreams for the future may be unfolding around this time, or you may be reflecting on belonging. Do you feel like you truly belong with the current communities that you're part of, or is there something that doesn't feel just right? You might be making dramatic shifts and changes with your friendships and social circle. Or on the positive side, a lifelong milestone may be achieved. Capricorn, this full moon in Libra activates your 10th house of public reputation, career, and major life milestones. This is a turning point in your life, either having to do with your family, your career, major relationships. Goal that you've been working really, really hard towards may materialize soon. You might be feeling a little bit more sensitive to the public and to other people's expectations and opinions about you and what you do. Aquarius, the full moon in Libra activates your 9th house of expansion, travel, spirituality, but also information. Actions that take place today can be healing or triggering in some way. There may be a need to allow yourself to become more vulnerable with someone. You might be wrapping up a project, or if you're in school, finishing up a course. Is the house of spirituality. So if you would like to seek advice from a spiritual practitioner, now is the time. Or perhaps you just want to buy yourself a tarot deck. Go for it. Pisces, the full moon in Libra moves through your 8th house of psyche, as well as taxes, shared investments, and shared resources. You may be wrapping up some financial debt or dealing with what you owe others in some way, whether that is emotionally or physical goods. You might be reflecting on the expectations others have of you and what you can give back in return. What are some of the unspoken power dynamics in these bonds? This is a powerful full moon to let go of painful pieces of your past that have been holding you back. This is a great day to engage in healing modalities. Thank you so much for tuning in. As always, I hope your horoscope offered some support and guidance throughout your day. And if you're curious to learn more about astrology, you can pick up my first book, Seasons of the Zodiac, Love, Magic, and Manifestation throughout the astrological year, available anywhere books are sold. Thanks so much and see you tomorrow.